Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on shoutouts and how shoutouts can help out people if you actually listen to what they're saying in the shoutout. Shoutouts can be very, very, very helpful. And the reason why I'm making this episode is because I feel like when people shout out somebody like me, I think I know better than anybody. Like, when you sit down and make a video shouting out somebody, or when you're shouting out somebody in a podcast, stream, whatever platform it is, social media platforms like Instagram, Twitter, I'm shouting out that person because I strongly believe in that person. When it comes to content creating, I'm like, nah, bruh, like that person, they going places, they gonna make it. It's crazy because I feel like when I'm shouting out somebody, I just feel like I'm making it easier for, fans of that type of content. Like, hey, if you're looking for that type of content creator that that you've been going around, because that's the thing, like, I feel like that every single day, there are millions upon millions upon millions of people on the internet. They're on the internet at all different times. Like, if you were to go onto YouTube and see how many, overall users are on that website at that time, it's going to most likely be a lot. Same with Twitch, same with TikTok, same with a lot of those platforms. You're going to see where a lot of people are active at that time. So I do feel like that I'm making it easier in a way, like when I'm shouting out somebody, because I feel like, yes, it overall, kind of puts them further up in the search. But that's another thing, though. I do feel like that, content creators, it's harder for content creators to blow up with or without a shout out, because I do feel like with how the algorithm is set up on, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch not so much, because you can play like any crap game or something. Well, I wouldn't necessarily, not crap game, but I do feel like that you can make a lot of friends, depending like on who clicks on your profile and stuff. But a lot of times, people ain't really, clicking on profiles like that. So that's why I do feel like, the content creators, I'm not saying, content creators need to go out their way and shout out people and stuff, but I'm just saying, like for those that do it and for the fans that watch it, like support them content creators, because that's one thing that I do kind of find upsetting. Like if I shout out a content, because couple of years ago, like when my friends, they were doing YouTube videos for Souls, I would shout those guys out all the time. I would shout those guys out all the time, every day at one point, and they since then have stopped doing videos. But what tripped me out was the amount of people that would like the posts that I would make shouting them out, and then how the number just overall doesn't change. I don't get it. Like they will have like 100 subscribers, right? I shout them out, like 100, 200 people may watch the video. Few people may like the video, but they gain no followers. They gain no subscribers. Why is that? I don't get why, my thing is, like, I'm not making that video just so it could be one of them random videos you just click on and just like it. No, I'm making that video to promote friends of mine, to promote content creators. Like, I just don't understand stuff like that. It confuses the crap out of me. And that's why, like, when, like, people, when they shout me out in their streams, I've had it numerous times where people shout me out in their streams, and I gain no followers. I might gain like maybe like one, like if it's a new streamer, I might gain like 1-2 followers at that time, the most. But I have to say, like, the last time, like, and it was a raid more so, but the last time I had to say that I, got like a crazy following was, from a friend of mine's. She rated my stream, and that was like, I had to say that was like the last time when, like, promoting a streamer actually, like, helped. Like it got me some followers and stuff, and it got me to like 486, ended up losing a follower. And I'm like, bro, you know, it's crazy like how you can promote like people or even yourself, like you can even shout out yourself and people just don't listen. And I'm like, bro, that's like one of the main reasons why I don't really listen to people on like when it comes to like, oh, like somebody's in my stream, you know, they're all like, oh, you should play this video game or do this, or even in a video or in a YouTube, one of my YouTube channels, and they're like, oh, you should react to this video, you should do this, you should do, and I'm like, nah, because I'm like, fam, I've literally promoted my crap left and right, I've promoted other people's stuff left and right, nothing. But you promoting somebody else, and all of a sudden I'm supposed to like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, you know, like, oh, I got it, so because you're a fan, you're following me, you know, you're this, and I'm like, fam, like, my thing is this, because people, they like to throw that in your face a lot. Like I've dealt with people where they've liked to throw that in my face, where they're like, I'm a subscriber, I'm a supporter, I'm your fan, so you should always respect your fans, you should respect the content creator. Now it's like flipping that card, you know, flipping them tables on you. You should respect the content creator, you should listen to the content creator, I'm providing you content. So at the end of the day, I'm like, you know, and it's stuff like that where it's like people can try to like make it out like, oh, I'm wrong for what I'm saying. You know, I shouldn't speak like that. I shouldn't say things like that. I'm like, well, people shouldn't say stuff like that to me. My thing is this. If people overall want to be heard, if they want like a request to go through, if they want something, you got to listen to that person too. It can't just be some one-sided crap. You know, like, I don't get why people do stuff like that, but it's like, it's always like some one-sided stuff, and I'm like, bruh, if you're wondering why I don't take in reaction requests, I don't take in video game requests on Twitch, you know, or people backseat gaming or any of that crap, it's because people don't be listening to me when I say stuff. Like, that's like I just feel like that's like what this world lacks so much is communication. You know, like, it is a struggle when you're trying to communicate with people and they're just, something's not like clicking, you know, but that's outside of like shoutouts. I'm just kind of like getting into my own personal rant and stuff, but not like back on this shout out business, but like the amount of times you guys can like look through and see how many shout out videos I've done for individuals, and then them same individuals like multiple times. You know, like, you can see how many times I've shouted out people and add up, like, all those views, add up all those likes, add up all that stuff, and it still won't, like, you know, equal up. It wouldn't just, it's not going to equal up to how many people overall, like, you know, supported, you know, those people's channels, or how many followers they gain and all that stuff. Like, my thing is this, like, I can shout out somebody, video gets 100, 200 views, and the person may gain like one follower, 2 followers, and I'm like, fam, like, it confuses me, because I'm like, you're following me because of the content that I post and stuff. I'm promoting that content, but from another individual. Like, I don't get that. Like, why is it so hard to support somebody? You know, like, my thing is, like, I try to do it as much as I can. You know, I may get distracted trying to support my own stuff, or I might get distracted supporting somebody else, but I try to support everybody that I possibly can support. You know, I try making shout out videos, podcast episodes, stuff on TikTok, you know. I try doing that as much as I can, and then like other social media platforms and stuff, but the amount of times I've shouted out somebody, or even shouted out myself, and it's like these same, you know, and I'm trying to think, did I talk on this already? I might have talked on this already, but it was maybe last week, where I was on social media. I viewed one of, like, you know, my friend's stories, and I, like, this friend has maybe joined my stream like one time, that was it, you know, but this friend had, like, you know, had posted some on their story promoting some, like, stuff that they made, and I just went on past that. I do that with a lot of people's stories on Instagram. I just look through and that's it. I'm done and over with. You know, like, if it's a post, I'm like, all right, it's a post. I'm just going to keep it going and things. But I kid you not, this friend literally messaged me after I viewed their post, like maybe within a minute of viewing that post, and was all like, I know you seen my story, you ain't gonna like my post. And I'm like, fam, when was the last time you joined one of my streams? When was the last time you liked one of my videos on TikTok? When was the last time you commented on one of my videos on YouTube? When have you ever commented on any of my videos? You joined my stream one time. That one time compared to all the other posts that you've made and that I've liked, compared to all the other times I've supported you, sent you motivational words and checked up on, this is the first thing that you messaged to me. Like that type of stuff makes me not want to talk with a person no more. Now I've been like very careful on viewing their story. You know, like, cause I'm like, bruh, if that's what it's going to lead to, where it's like, I view your story and then you're going to message me some stuff like that, but you can't even, my thing is this, how many times throughout that time period from when you made that post, your story post, and then how many times I've posted on social media saying, hey, going live on Twitch, and you can't come through the stream real quick, just literally real quick. That type of stuff, like, I don't understand. And I know people gonna be like, well, what if they don't know nothing about Twitch? They literally have an account. They streamed at one point in time. They was a streamer. So that's what I'm saying. It's stuff like that where I'm like, fam, you know, don't be so quick. Like that like one way support, I'm not with that. I'm not with that one way support, you know, like, nah, bruh. Like it's either it has to be like, you know, a 2-lane street, or it's not gonna exist. But I'm like, I can't do stuff like that. So, yeah, it's crazy to me, you know, like, just overall how social media works. You know, you can have, like, my thing is this. You can have all the followers that you want. Are they all going to support you? You know, are they, like, that's the thing where it's like, I try to be careful, you know, with who I follow, because I'm like, I want to overall, you know, follow this person for a long, extensive period of time. You know, like, I want to follow them until, like, the end of the website that, you know, that I'm following them on, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, whatever it is. I want to follow this person until, like, them websites are no longer. We done moved on to another website. That person done disappeared. Or, you know, I've disappeared from highly doubt that I'll ever disappear from content creating. But I'm just saying, you know, like, that support can go a long way. So that's what I'm saying, you know, overall, like, the moral of this podcast episode, if you see me do a shout out, or if you see somebody else do a shout out, fam, support that person. That's it. My thing is this, because I feel like I do spend a lot of, you know, time, like, you know, overall supporting people and all that stuff, and I'm doing shout out videos, so I don't want nobody ever saying that I don't be going around supporting them, you know, because I'm like, fam, do you see how many, look up all the shout out things that I've done, and then add, like, save that number, and then add to that number of how many other shout outs I've done throughout the year. Cause fam, like, I be shouting out people left and right in podcast episodes, YouTube videos. Like, even when I'm reacting to the person, like, I'm still shouting that person's channel out, saying, hey, go subscribe to that person, go show them love, go show them support, follow them on social media, follow them on, you know, any other platforms that they post on. You know, I say that literally every time when I react to a person. And if I don't, bruh, I say it in the description. I make sure if I say it pretty much twice every video. Because in case if I might, like, you know, be busy or not busy, but something may come up and I'm trying to hurry up and rush the video and stuff. So I'm like, all right, you know, thank you guys for watching, like, subscribe, peace. But I'm like, but at the end of the day, or, you know, if I'm doing a video and I'm reacting to somebody, I'm like, hey, you know, subscribe to this person, show love, show support, blah, 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 and so on. So I'm saying, like, I literally say that with everybody. It doesn't take that long to just show a little bit of support and a little bit of love to either a already grown content creator or a growing content creator. You know, it trips me out, like, how, you know, you can literally, like, I've had where people have been in streams, you know, shouting me out, and it's crazy to see it. And, you know, I'm like, I probably will lose my chances of getting any further shout outs and stuff, you know, from streams, YouTube videos, wherever it is. But, you know, after I felt like this episode drops, and then probably, like, I don't know, people may agree with me, people may not agree with me, but I'm just saying this is what's on my mind right now. But anyways, I've been in people's streams, right? And there'd be at times where I'm like donating a lot, where it's subs or bits or whatever. And they've like have shouted me out, like went above and beyond with the shout out. No followers. None whatsoever. And that type of stuff where I'm like, I don't understand. Like, are you even a fan of the person that you're watching? Like I'm saying, like, because my thing is this: whoever I'm shouting out, that's literally the content that I post, that I support, that I'm into. And I feel like, I would like to hope and think that the people that are following me, we're into the same stuff. Because if not, then I'm like, something's going on. So, anyways, that's just how I felt on that matter. So, yeah, moral of the story: you see somebody shouting out somebody, show love to that person that they're shouting out. Like, don't just be like, oh, it's whatever and stuff. No, show love to that person because they can use it. I'm saying, like, like watch a video here and there. You just have free time, just watch one of their videos or join one of their streams or go to their TikTok or whatever. Just show some sort of love or support. That's it. That's all you got to do. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you also Okay, then follow me on... Alright, no, I got it. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. Make sure you also follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. And if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And make sure you use my supported credit code for Epic Games, TMossBoss. And in the meantime, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.